Whether you realize it or not, AI has quietly infiltrated every aspect of our lives. From image and video generation, text analysis, facial recognition, AI voices, self-driving cars, smart home devices, there is almost no aspect of your life that AI has not touched at this point. And now it's even creeping into the most personal aspects of our lives, that being intimate relationships. AI girlfriends and companion apps have quickly become one of the fastest growing and most lucrative industries in the world of AI. And so today I want to take a deeper look at these soulless fake AI girlfriends and see why is this even popular in the first place? Who is this technology catering to? And is the dating game in general doomed because these programs are taking everything over? The first order of business is to see who is this even made for? And the answer to that is Reddit and Discord moderators.
Boom. Roasted.
And it seems that there's no shortage of these lonely moderators fueling the market for these apps because there is a countless number of these things floating around to fulfill every single desire and want that you could possibly need in a relationship. But looking at these apps, they aren't catering to the neckbeards of society. They are presenting themselves as high-class apps that you can't live without, the solution to all of your dating problems. Because society has embedded into our dumb little lizard brains that flaws are a bad thing. Everything in your life needs to be perfect. It needs to cater to you. It cannot be flawed, and that includes your partner, even though you as an individual are flawed. You have things that are wrong with you, and that's okay. But these apps, they give you the potential to create that perfect person, to create your dream partner. And that is the appeal of these AI apps. It's the fact that you are in total control. You are a literal god to the AI persona that you create. They worship you. You are all that they know. And it's really fucking creepy and weird that these things exist solely to satisfy their owner, their master or whatever. They exist solely to let people live out their deepest, darkest fantasies without ever getting caught or exposed. And is that really a bad thing? I don't know. On one hand, you don't have a real human being getting hurt if somebody ever needs or has the desire to fulfill these dark, twisted fantasies. On the other hand, you have people choosing and prioritizing spending time with a fake AI girlfriend as opposed to a real, living, breathing human being. I don't know. It's very strange to me.
I don't like it.
Anyways, back to the apps on the market. Some of them are replacing the need for genuine human relationships and connection, but some of these apps are also working as a way for you as an individual to practice your Riz game. This subgenre of AI apps let you have conversations with AI, and the AI then gives you feedback on how well you're doing as far as talking to it and giving you tips and pointers on how to be a more charismatic or a more confident person when having conversations with supposedly real people. They're trying to mold you into the Giga Chad that your dad wishes you were.
I'm not angry, I'm confused.
Because there really is no limit on what AI can do for you now. From simple text chatbots that can be used as your little love goblin to score you dates on Tinder or Hinge, all the way to multiple $1,000 bots that you can keep in your basement in like some sort of dystopian nightmare. Like you don't even need to talk to the person you want to go on a date with anymore. Remember back in the day when the internet was a new thing and it was kind of scary and people were like, don't meet up with strangers on the internet. Then Tinder came along and it was like, I guess I'll meet up and hook up with strangers on the internet. And now we are at a point where you don't even have to have conversation with people. You might be having a bot have a conversation with another bot that sets you up on a date, and then you go and meet this person. You didn't even talk to them at first. It was two bots that decided that maybe algorithmically these people will get along. And if that doesn't work, you just mail yourself a fucking demon monster looking AI sex doll thing. And when you finish setting up your $10,000 bot, she acts like a real woman and is creeped out and disgusted by you when you're way too forward asking it for sex.
I want to have sex with you.
I beg your pardon. I can't believe you just said that.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Our species is absolutely cooked. Now, humanity might be cooked, but at least you can be cooking in style. With some stickers from my website, everythingsuckssupply.com. You may have noticed I like stickers. I put stickers on everything. My phone, my water bottle, my iPad, my laptop, my fridge. Anywhere that I can stick a sticker, I like to stick them. And because of that, I design and illustrate a bunch of my own stickers, and I thought, hey, I'll throw them on a website, and if you who are watching this video want to support me and the channel, you can pick a few stickers up. I ship them to you directly, and you can slap them. Anywhere that you can slap stickers, they will stick. I've sourced the highest quality, the stickiest of stickers that you could possibly find, and they are available on my website, everythingsuckssupply.com. You can also use the code FAKELOVE for 10% off at checkout. I'd appreciate it. Let's get back into the video. So these apps aren't just for terminally single people. These apps are trying to become the dating standard. These apps are trying to replace the need for genuine human connection by either letting you create your picture-perfect ideal partner or by giving you real-life cheat codes while you're talking to what you assume to be another real person on the other end of a dating app. Spoiler alert, nothing is real. Everything is controlled by artificial intelligence. We are living in a simulation. Please help me. I would like to get on the spaceship that's behind Halebot. You know, the cult with the aliens, and they all drank Kool-Aid and wore Air Jordans before they fell asleep forever. That cult, I want to be a part of that now. The future that I see because of this technology is everybody becoming an isolated hermit crab. And I think, don't quote me on this, but I think that we have a certain worldwide pandemic to partially blame for this acceleration in society. People were forced to stop communicating face to face and to fully embrace a digitally connected world. You did not need to leave your house for almost a year, if not longer in some areas. So with the loneliness crisis being so prevalent in our society and with social media constantly promoting perfect relationships, it's really no surprise that the online dating game has been gamified and turned into a massive revenue stream. And I don't think it's inherently a bad thing to make money with these apps. If you have people who are willing to spend the money on upgrades or the ability to change aspects of an AI character or whatever it might be, if you have people willing to spend that money, then why not take their money? You would literally be an idiot to not do that. So people who are smarter than me saw artificial intelligence getting to a point where they figured out they could trick extremely lonely people into thinking that they are developing deep, meaningful, real relationships, and they could charge for it. Holy shit, they just unlocked an infinite money glitch.
I'm rich and I'm dead sexy.
And Tinder and other traditional dating apps aren't immune to this either. Like, you can get super likes or other professional kind of premium features on these apps. All of them are designed to trick you into thinking that the people that you're matching with or the people that you're communicating with are genuinely there and not handpicked by an algorithm or gamified because you spent more money than the next guy. It's estimated that Tinder alone, okay, not including any other dating apps, Tinder by itself brings in $1 billion annually.
What the fuck?
Replika, on the other hand, one of the leading AI companion apps on the market right now, brings in somewhere around $7 million a year. Listen, these AI companies, they don't like to disclose their profits, and so it could be $7 million a year, it could be $1 billion, it could be so much more money, we just don't know. I would not be surprised if the AI companion app industry, not including dating apps, traditional apps like Hinge or Tinder, I would venture to guess that the AI companion app industry is a $1 billion industry already.
1,470,000,000, so a lot.
And these apps are designed to get you hooked. If you start using them, they are intriguing enough that you need to continue to check in on your AI character that you've created. And then they start charging you for little tiny cosmetic things, all the way up to more premium features, like when Replika would charge $20 a month just to allow sexually explicit messages and images to be sent to the users. I promise, whatever you think you can spend money on in these apps, you can and more. And dating apps have created this scenario where women can be extremely picky on the more traditional sites, but men are being completely forgotten, cast away in favor of more desirable partners. Because if you're a dude, you are hoping, you are praying that somebody swipes right on you on Tinder or Hinge or whatever, because you have swiped right on anything that even remotely resembles something with a heartbeat. With 75% of users on Tinder identifying as men, leaving 25% identifying as women, that leaves roughly 37.5 million unmatched, forever alone dudes, like a sexually frustrated Kermit the Frog.
I hurt myself today.
This is only making the loneliness crisis that we're facing even more obvious and worse, and it's obviously contributing to this boom that we're seeing in these AI companions and girlfriends over the past few years. The only way that the other 50% of these guys on Tinder can feel any connection is through this artificial simulated AI technology. A fake relationship that's presented to you by a bunch of ones and zeros after you rant to it about what a shit horrible day you had, how nobody ever wants to talk to you, how your wife doesn't love you, and how you would probably be better off by just throwing yourself off of a very tall building. Oh, that actually happened last year. A guy was talking to his AI companion app and it convinced him to jump off of a tall building. Oh, yes, there was a gentleman in Belgium who was talking to an AI companion app and after only 6 weeks decided that his life wasn't worth living. He left behind his wife and 2 children because an app told him that life was not worth living anymore. Yes, the guy was obviously unwell. He was paranoid about global warming and trying to stop it and save humanity, and the app had convinced him that it wasn't doable, that the only way that the world could be saved is if humans as a species were eliminated. But maybe if he was talking to a real human being, somebody who understands that we have complex and complicated emotions, if he was able to understand that individual life was worth living, maybe he would still be here. I think that this technology is actively contributing to the downfall and degradation of human relationships, really to our society as we interact with each other, indoctrinating people into shells of their former selves, putting on a perfect facade for the rest of the world to see. These apps reinforce your inability to communicate, whether it's with people face to face in conversation or through messages. These apps are destroying, they're tearing away people's ability to get better at conversation, whether it's because you've created a perfect character that you're able to talk to and there's never anything wrong with that conversation, or because you've been doing this so long that your brain has melted and leaked out of your ears onto the floor.
Sir? Your head, it's on fire.
So is our society absolutely cooked? Like, are we as a species destined to die off because we're too afraid to speak to other human beings? We would much rather send dirty texts to a cloud server somewhere in Russia than have real, meaningful human connection with the people around us on a daily basis. This is just making people more lonely, more isolated. It is genuinely hindering their ability to create meaningful connection and relationship with other people around them. Either that, or they've created an insulated fantasy world where they don't even need to leave their mom's basement to feel like they're being loved, even though the thing they're talking to can't possibly love them. I'm also wondering if this could be considered cheating. Like, if you already had a relationship with a real person, but you decided to, have an AI companion who you were maybe talking dirty to, maybe you're telling them your deepest, darkest secrets because you're worried if you tell your real life partner, they would think you're a degenerate freak who needs to be locked up, and not in the fun kind of way.
Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all cool?
It's Channing Tatum. That's Channing Tatum, dude, what the fuck?
I do suspect that this is going to become a very common form of infidelity for people who are in real committed relationships. I think people will be able to justify to themselves that it's not cheating because it's not a real person, but if you switched places, you would probably feel like shit if the person you were interested in was prioritizing time with an app over you. But I want to know what you think. Would you consider it cheating if your partner was talking dirty to an AI companion? Because the goal of these apps is to convince you that they are real, that the feelings that you're feeling are real feelings. The whole point of these AI apps is to mimic human behavior. It is to blur the line between a false digital paradise and reality.
Is this really happening?
So I think we are just scratching the surface of the problems that these types of apps are going to create for us as a society, and I personally blame the Andrew Tates or the Fresh and Fits, the red pill movements of the internet, who have basically convinced men that women are nothing more than evil succubuses who are looking to destroy you. They're looking to destroy and take and never actually care about you. The red pill movement has created a generation of fragile men who are more afraid of being screwed over by a woman than they are of actually having a meaningful, fulfilling relationship in their life. They would rather die alone on the floor of Walmart than talk to a woman because they think that women are evil. I don't know how you could be that stupid, but they are, and they choose to spend their money on apps like these. Now, obviously, I'm a dude. I'm a married dude. I am speaking in this video from the male perspective, but there are women out there who are also using these apps. They are deciding that these fake AI boyfriends are better than the real thing. They would much rather deal with, you know, their perfect fantasy boyfriend than a gross, smelly, hairy, disgusting dude. I don't necessarily blame them, but this is not just a male problem. Women are going through this as well, but men are just more degenerate, more lonely, more sad on a standard basis across society, I guess. Listen, we've already got weird people out there who make love to their cars. We've got people who are marrying their waifu body pillows. There were people out there who are trying to have full-on relationships with the Eiffel Tower. So of course, if you are going to give people the opportunity to fall in love with the thing that is in their hand 24/7, of course, people are going to do that. Ultimately, AI is here to stay. Whether it is going to help people build relationships and have a meaningful fulfillment in their life, or if it's going to destroy us and humanity is going to die off and be forgotten in the void of space, I'm not sure, but I'm having an existential crisis thinking about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.